With me today is a special guitar, one of my all-time favorite models from Gibson. I picked this up down in Atlanta, Georgia at the Vintage Guitar Show here, about 6 months ago or so. This is from 1964. It's a Gibson SG Junior. Cherry red finish, a single P90 pickup that always sounds amazing, a single volume and control knob, and some slight modifications throughout the years that we'll go over here in a second. But my favorite thing about this guitar is always the story. It's the hunt of the mystery of who owned this guitar, where it come from, how to end up in my hands, and there's a hidden clue that I might need your help on as far as figuring out who the initials DM are on the front of the body. This 64 SG caught my eye initially for the body checking. It has that mojo look and that look that shows that it's been played and loved, but it's a good one. Something about vintage guitars when they're played and used usually tells you that it was one that was used as a tool. It did the thing. It made the noise that you're looking for. So I love a guitar that has a little bit of character and love to it. You can see the body checking is amazing on this guitar. It has had a couple modifications. We are missing the original trapeze tailpiece. That is long gone. It's been set up just with the original bridge, where the original tailpiece, more or less bridge, in a wrap tail setting. It's got the original P90 pickup. It sounds amazing. It's been refretted. It has the original tuners on the back of the headstock, original buttons, and as far as I'm concerned, original electronics on the inside. The heel joint and the headstock are both in amazing condition. The guitar has great action and plays amazing. It has an incredible sound to it. Mid-60s Gibsons tend to have a comfortable C-shaped neck, which this one has. It's nice, not too fat, not too thin. Has a nice dark rosewood fretboard, simple pearloid inlays on the neck, and then your classic open book headstock Gibson style. My final thoughts on the 64 SG Junior. It's a special guitar. There's something about vintage guitars, especially Gibson in my experience, where they just have that it factor. It's the sound, It's that feel, it's that tone that you're frankly looking for. This guitar has great history to it. I'm going to dive in deeper, try to figure out who DM is on the body of the guitar. When you can discover the story, who owned it, where it came from, whether DM is a famous rock star or just a local person, this was their guitar. And something that they cherished and loved and probably brought them a lot of inspiration and frankly joy in life. To be here all this time later holding this guitar, to be able to give that to somebody else, that's really the goal with discovering and looking into these vintage guitars. If I could figure out any info, anything to translate the story and tell this guitar specific story is always what I'm personally looking for and what really makes me personally in love with vintage guitars. This guitar came from down south, down in the Atlanta area. Who knows, it could have been all across the country. But if you've ever seen this guitar or have any insight to it or who DM might be, feel free to reach out, leave a comment. Let us know. I'm trying to figure out who this might be and maybe get that connected. Above all else, I'm sure somewhere out there, whether with us or in the ether, that DM is smiling down knowing that their guitar is still out, making people happy and putting a smile on people's faces. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll go over more vintage guitars as we go along. Have a great day.